Thank you for joining us today. I pray that you'll get blessed from God's Word. I'd like to go back in the history of Israel a little bit. You know, the first king was Saul, and then after him was David, and then after him was David's son Solomon. And then when Solomon died, his son Rehoboam took over the 12 tribes of Israel. And Solomon had gotten to where he was really rough on the Israelites. And because of that, when Rehoboam, Solomon's son, took over, a group of men came to him and said, "Would you be easier on us than your father was? Your father really did tax us hard and really took a lot of things from the people." And Rehoboam decided he would ask advice. He asked advice of the older men, and they said this: "If you will be a servant to this people today and will serve them and grant their petition and speak good words to them, they will be your servants forever." Then he went to his young buddies. And they said, "Why, you're the king. You tell them you think my dad was hard on you. You just wait until you see what I do." And so he took their advice, and he went to the Israelites, and that had come to him, and he said, "I'm going to be tougher on you than my dad." And they said, "Okay, bye." And 10 of the 12 tribes went north and said, "Rehoboam's not going to reign over us as king." And the kingdom divided. He was advised to be a servant leader instead of a domineering leader, and he didn't take the advice of the wise people. He took the advice of his arrogant buddies. Now, apply that to where we are right now, where the sons of Zebedee's mama came to Jesus and said, "Let one of my sons sit on the right and the other on the left." And it says the other 10, here we go, Matthew chapter 20, verse 24. Hearing this, the other 10 became indignant with the two brothers. That's understandable. But there was a wavelength that they were not on, that they needed to be on. They were thinking like the rest of the world. And Jesus said, "You know, the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great men exercise authority over them. It's not to be this way among you. Whoever wishes to be great among you shall be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you shall be your slave. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many." So, 3 times in this passage, he used the word among you. In other words, there is a way that the world acts, and there's a way that the church is supposed to act, and they're supposed to be 2 entirely different things. Now, it's necessary out in the world to exercise authority and back it up with, the threat of being punished and to lord it over in certain situations, because some people live on that level where they have to have somebody lord it over them or they'll misbehave. But in the church, servanthood is supposed to reign supreme. Listen to Romans 12:10. "Be devoted to one another in brotherly love and give preference to one another in honor." Yeah. When you have a bunch of people that are looking for opportunities to serve each other and are looking for opportunities to honor each other rather than seeking honor for themselves, that's a tremendous testimony to the rest of the world. And also within the church, it really makes things click. Servanthood is what Christianity is all about. God bless you. All done.